Vibing with me.
Yeah.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man.
Yeah.
They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Mike Sports Vibes. Listen, man, breaking news. If you haven't heard already, breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Minnesota Viking fans all around the world, NFL fans all around the world. Breaking news. Let's get it, man. Skull in the chats. We need some skulls. Skull, baby. Get hype. Get hype, baby. Let's get it. Kevn O'Connell agrees to a multi-year contract extension with the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Now, I'm going to keep it real. I like this. I love this. But we have unfinished business, though. We got the coaching. We got to get the players, and we got to get a Super Bowl. But I love what I'm seeing from the organization. I love that the owners are like, yo, we're not going to play around. We're going to get this man under contract for many years, and I absolutely love this, but let's talk about it. Hold on for a second, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Put it up right now. Let's talk about the details. I don't think they gave us the amount of years. I know it's a multi-years, but they're not giving us the how much, which is none of our business to begin with. It ain't none of our business. I'm just happy we have stability in Minnesota. We have our guy. We have stability in the organization, and that's what we need. So let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Y'all know the vibes. We go on live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern every week. And you know, I understand the season didn't end well, but we're going to get our Super Bowl in 2025. Can I talk that talk, baby?
Talk that talk.
Let's get straight to it, man. Let's get straight to it, man. I'm not going to sit here and just talk without saying the information about what's really going on. Let's talk about it, man. So this is what the owner is saying. You know, Kevin is exactly who we believed him to be when we named him as our head coach, innovative play caller, an excellent communicator, and a strong leader who motivates and connects with his players. Let's go!
Talk that talk.
Vikings owner / president Mark Wolf said he has helped establish a culture that positions us for sustained success, and he will continue to set the standard we need as we pursue a championship for the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Skull, baby! All right. Also, Vikings owner / chairman Ziggy Wolf added the following. Hold on, let me get to it. I'm a little hyped right now. If y'all can see that I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. Let's go. Because we trying to win a Super Bowl. Let's go. There is no question this team is on the right trajectory under Kevin continued leadership. And I agree with that. We winning a lot of games. His authenticity, passion, and positive energy, along with his impressive understanding of the game, has helped lead to success we've experienced over the past 3 years and will be foundational blocks on which to build moving forward. Talk that talk. I absolutely love what our owners is doing. Let's keep on doing big things popping, little things stopping. If you don't know this song, look it up. Big things popping and little things stopping. I don't care what nobody says about the mighty Minnesota Vikings. I don't care about none of the haters. You can hate all you want. We got our head coach. We are right. We're on the right path, man. We on the right path. We got J.J. McCarthy. We about to see J.J. to J.J. We about to see J.J. to J.A. We about to see J.J. to that bull T.J. If you don't know who I'm talking about when I say T.J., I'm talking about T.J. McConnell. Not T.J. McConnell. Oh, my gosh. T.J. Hutch. Y'all know what I'm saying. But listen, Holding this prestigious position, this is what Kevn O'Connell said. It is an absolute honor to continue leading the Minnesota Vikings. Holding this prestigious position is something I never take for granted, and I want to express my sincere gratitude to the Wolf family for their unwavering belief in what we are building together. I also want to thank Leah and our incredible children. Oh, I guess that's his wife. Yep. Their love and support allow me to perform this job at a high level. And that's one thing, man. You gotta have the love and support from your family. That's the one thing people gotta understand, man. Like when it comes to family and when it comes to fathers, when it comes to husbands, if you don't got support from your family, it's very hard for you to be on point. You're not on your A game. You know what I mean? So yeah. So what else did he say? He said, and none of this would be possible without dedication of our coaches, players, and support staff. I can't wait to get back to work with all of them as we continue to build upon high standard we've set in the positive environment we've created. And yeah, I agree with everything Kevn O'Connell is saying. And I think, if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that he's the only coach within 3 years to have this many wins. I'm not 100% sure, but he's up there. He's definitely up there. So he deserves this, you know? The news occurs just 5 days after O'Connell was asked directly at his season-ending press conference if he wanted to sign a contract extension with the Minnesota Vikings, the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, man, we're going to see JJ to TJ Hawkinson. We're going to see JJ to that guy J.A. Jordan Addison. We're going to see JJ to that guy Justin Jefferson. We're going to see JJ to whoever our third wide receiver is. But let's get back to what else they were saying. He said, this is what Kevn O'Connell said. He said, I do. He's answering the question about being with the Minnesota Vikings. He responded before elaborating that he had a great dialogue with the Vikings ownership and reflecting on his third season in which the Minnesota Vikings, the mighty Minnesota Vikings, went 14-3, but fell in the wild card round of the NFC playoffs. What I would say is, this is what he said. He said, I think I read this last time. I honestly do think I read this, but I'm going to read it again because I'm hyped. What I would say is I love being the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, and with that becomes the fact that I love our ownership. O'Connell said last week, I have a great relationship with the ownership and feel so fortunate not only with just the way they support us and believe in us, but also the impact they have on our players, on our locker room, and ultimately where we all want to go together. I feel very, very great about that. And shout out to KOC. Shout out to the ownership, man. Shout out to the ownership. This wouldn't get done without the ownership. Let's give them a shout out. You know what I mean? We trying to get our first Super Bowl. I'm gonna hold them accountable, but I'm giving our ownership, and they're building a strong foundation for us to win a Super Bowl. It starts with the head coach, because the head coach is directly with the players, and he's the head. He's the guy. He's the guy that's going to be controlling a lot, and we got that right, in my opinion. O'Connell, who will turn 40, so he's only 39 right now. He will turn 40 in May, became the first coach in the franchise's 64 seasons to post multiple 13-win seasons, and the 14 racked up in 2024 ranked second for any Viking season all time. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. Shout out to KOC, man. Shout out to KOC. He became the first head coach in NFL history since at least 1950 to record 14 victories with a quarterback in his first season with the team, and just the fifth with multiple 13-win seasons in his first 3 with a team. So shout out. He's breaking a lot of records and tying a lot of records like that. The one thing I will say, man, like, for him to make Kirk Cousins look more than what he was, and I'm gonna get to the chat. I know there's some people in the chat, but I just gotta talk my talk real quick and read this. For him to make Kirk Cousins look more than what he was, in my opinion, I think Kirk is a good quarterback, but I think KLC unleashed him and made him look a lot better. You know what I mean? Respectfully to when it comes to Kirk, because I ain't gonna sit there and hate on Kirk, but I'm just gonna keep it real. He made Kirk Cousins look a lot better for all the people that love Kirk Cousins. I mean, that was my quarterback. That was my quarterback. And he also made Joshua Dobbs look like a real-life superhero for a couple of games. And my goodness, right? He made Sam Darnold, and I'm not hating on Sam Darnold. He had a great season. He made Sam Darnold, right, look like an MVP at one point in the regular season. I'm not saying he was going to win the MVP, but he was in the MVP conversation because of what he was doing this season in 2024. We cannot deny that. Even though it didn't end well, the man played outstanding. He made Sam Darnold look great in a season. So I have so much confidence in KLC is going to coach up J.J. McCarthy, a true dual threat, a true winner, and he's going to make us, and J.J. McCarthy, KLC, I don't know if Brian Flores is going to stay with the Vikings, but I hope Brian Flores does stay with the Vikings. There's so many rumors floating around, so I don't really know what's going to happen with Brian Flores, but I hope he does stay, and if he does stay, and even if he doesn't, we're going to win a Super Bowl, bro. I think we're closer than what people think. We have to address the offensive line. We have to address certain other position groups on this team, but I am confident the Minnesota Vikings are very close to winning our first Super Bowl. And I have a question for all the Minnesota Viking fans before I start getting into the chat. Why not us? If these other teams are getting far in the playoffs and getting Super Bowls, the Bills got a potential. They might be in the Super Bowl if they beat the Chiefs. They might potentially get their first Super Bowl in their franchise history, right? I don't know when the last time the Commanders won a Super Bowl, but I know the Commanders won a Super Bowl back in the day, right? And who else? The Eagles won a Super Bowl in 2017. If all these teams get Super Bowls, why not the Vikings, man? Why not us? We got the foundation. We got owners that want us to win. We have the coach. We have the key position. We'll see how good he does next season, but I'm confident that he will do good. And J.J. McCarthy, we have the most important position that we were trying to get for the longest, and now we have him. We drafted him 10th overall in the 2024 NFL Draft, J.J. McCarthy. Let's go, baby. Let's go to the freaking bowl. Don't care what nobody says. We go to the Super Bowl, baby. Not this season, but next season we go to the Super Bowl. I'm speaking it into existence, baby. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Let's go to the bowl. Let's go, baby. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Truly appreciate it. What's up, Daniel? Shout out to Skull. Let's go. Let's go, Minnesota. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ron's opinion don't matter. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's get it. Shout out to Nighttime. Yeah, Kirk is, but yeah, KLC made him look good. That's a fact, bro. He made him look good. That's why I'm not going to be so hard on, I'm confident in KLC because he's making, none of these quarterbacks, in my honest opinion, is what KLC really wanted. It's not his dream case scenario. This is the guy he wanted. J.J. McCarthy is the guy that he really wanted. He kind of got Kirk Cousins because he was already on the team. He had to get Joshua Dobbs because it was an emergency injury because of Kirk Cousins. He got Sam Darnold before JJ got hurt. He got Sam Darnold, but there was a true debate on who was going to start in 2024. Even though people are scared to play rookie quarterbacks for some reason, even though we're seeing Jaden Daniels in the NFC Championship game, people so scared to rush quarterbacks along for some strange reason. If the man got game, the man got game. If Sam Darnold looks the way he looked in 2024, why we don't got confident in our quarterback, J.J. McCarthy? If he was healthy, I wish he would have started. I'm going to keep it real. Because we probably would have got to the dang on Super Bowl with J.J. McCarthy in his rookie year. That's just my opinion. I'm going to talk my talk, y'all. I'm going to talk my talk.
That talk.
Like, for real, we can't be scared no more, man. What do you think about the extension, man? I feel good, bro. I feel really good, though. I really do feel good. We just know, look, this is all I'm gonna say, and I'm not being negative. I care about winning in the season, regular season. But for me personally, I'd rather just barely get into the playoffs and be a wild card team and make a run, because it doesn't matter if you have home field. It helps if you have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, but it's not 100% like, oh, the home team's going to win. Man, whoever plays the best in that game. And sometimes teams like to play away because it's like that underdog mentality. Like, yeah, they going against, let's go. It's us against the world. Some teams like that. I'm not saying the Vikings want to be like that. I'm not saying that we should be like that, but shoot, as long as we get into the playoffs, it don't, look, as long as we get to the playoffs, I'm cool with it, bro. I'm cool with it. Know what I mean? You don't have a Super Bowl winning quarterback yet or a dominant defensive tackle. And I'm going to say this. I think we got our quarterback that's going to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. When it comes to the defensive tackle position, I will agree with that. I will agree we don't have that. We don't have a defensive tackle that's like on the level of y'all defensive. I know you're an Eagle fan, bro. We don't have a Jalen Carter. So I will admit to that. But the quarterback, we got that, bro. We got that. I'm going to tell you that right now. We got the quarterback. He has that it factor. Did you not see him in Michigan? Did you not see him, even in the preseason against the Raiders? He got hurt. But even in the preseason, he had an outstanding game. So we got the quarterback. The question is defensive tackle. And honestly, that is honestly, of course, we got to get the guards. We got to get the center. I need a defensive tackle in free agency or in the draft. We're drafting number 24 overall. Go get me the best defensive tackle available, or go get me the best defensive tackle available in free agency. Bring him to Minnesota, baby. Bring him to Minnesota, because I'm telling you right now, for me personally, I'm not saying that we don't need a pass rush when it comes to our outside linebackers and our defensive ends. For me personally, I want that dominant defensive tackle. I need that, bro. I need to bring the William Wall back. I need a Kevin Williams. I need a Pat Williams. I need the defensive tackle position to be unified and great so we can destroy every team that we go against. That's what I need. That's what I need. Skull. Eric is in the building. Skull from New Mexico. Skull, Mike Sports Vibes. Shout out to my guy.
Talk that talk.
Oh, let's get it. I think it's true that KOC is the quarterback whisperer. Like what's that one show? It's the dude that be whispering to the dogs. He knows how to get the dogs. Like if it's a dog that's out of control, he's like the dog whisperer. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? He like the dog whisperer, and he be training them and getting them to act right and all that. Yeah, he the quarterback whisperer, bro. For real. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. That he knows what he's doing. That's one thing I'm gonna admit. The man knows how to win, and the man knows what he's doing. So that's why we had to get this deal done. We had to get this done. Minnesota Viking fans, be proud of you. Be proud of your ownership. This wouldn't happen if it wasn't for our ownership. It starts honestly with the ownership, man. Because if you don't get this deal done and a potential of him leaving or you letting him coach his last year, and you know what I mean? It's just too much. It's too much drama, too much that we don't need to have, too much distractions that this could have been. You know what I mean? So I'm glad it got taken care of, man. And if he can coach up, yeah, I'm 100% sure he will coach up JJ. Talk that talk. Shout out to my guy. Facts, man. They drafted him 10th overall for a reason. They can't just sit him forever. If he's ready, baby. If he's healthy, he's ready. He's ready. He would have, look, I honestly think he would have probably beat Sam Darnold out. I know it was close. I know people think that we don't want to rush a rookie. I honestly think he had a chance to beat Sam Darnold. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. And honestly, it doesn't even matter because he got hurt. I'm just saying he had a chance, though. He had a chance. Malik said, if you don't re-sign Brian Flores, you can't say that defense will look. Yeah, and I agree with that. Defense was bad. Yeah, if we don't sign Brian Flores, that's going to be a hurt piece. I wonder what defensive coordinators that are available that we would even replace Brian Flores with. I would be happy for Brian Flores overall because I want him to have a head coaching job. But at the same time, I'm a little bit like selfish in a way because I know he's a good defensive coordinator and I want to keep him in Minnesota and win a Super Bowl with him. That would be so good on his resume. I'm a Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator. Look, I'm trying to promote us, y'all. You a Super Bowl Super Bowl winner defensive coordinator. He getting any job he wants. Win a Super Bowl with Minnesota and go get a head coaching job, bro. You have that on your resume. No one can say nothing about you, bro. You know what I mean? But if we get that defensive tackle and we get a good corner, like my Sarah, shout out to Sarah, because Sarah had a good point. DJ, go DJ. Hey, that's my DJ. Hey, go DJ. That DJ Reed, baby. Let's go get him. Let's go get him. He's been, yeah, man. I'm just keeping it real. Hey, listen, I don't know everything about football. I'm not a genius. I'm just a normal dude talking about the team that I love and I always love for over 20 years. I love this team, and I always will love this team. And I just want this team to win a Super Bowl. We've been so close 4 times. The last time we got to the Super Bowl, I think, was in '77. I wasn't born yet. This team deserves a Super Bowl. This franchise deserves a Super Bowl. And I truly feel like once you get the foundations, you got the head coach. Kwesi, I believe he's going to get a contract extension. I don't know how that's working out. I'm pretty sure he's going to be all right. We got the foundation. We got our quarterback. We have a great wide receiver. We have a great wide receiver and a very good wide receiver. We have a great tight end. We got 2 great tackles in O'Neal and Darisaw. We have Jonathan Grenard, Andrew Van Ginkel on the defense. We have Ivan Pace Jr. We have I don't know what we're gonna do with Byron Murphy. I'm trying to think of Harrison Phillips, solid defensive tackle, but I need something a little bit more than him. But I like Phillips. What else we got on our defense that I really love? We got to re-sign Cameron Bynum too, probably. But y'all get what I'm saying. We got a lot of good things going. So it's not like we're starting from scratch. Like, you know how when people say we got a lot of needs, I say we got a lot of needs, but we're not starting from scratch. We have a lot. All right, Mike, appreciate the breaking news, Mike. Let's celebrate tonight, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I hope we break the news. The Flores is extended within the next couple. I think so, Sarah. I'm so cheering for that. I'm so cheering for this. Like, if this happens, I'll be really, 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 really happy. I think Brian Flores made this defense look so much better for what the talent that he has. He hasn't had a star defensive tackle. He hasn't had a star corner. He's working what he has, and he's making his defense look better than what it really is. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like having a great quarterback, and your great quarterback, you pay him the big dollars because you know he's going to make up for what the deficiencies you have. You know what I mean? That's what our coaching is. And say with KOC. KOC is making these quarterbacks look way better than what they probably are. I'm just going to keep it real. No disrespect. I'm just calling facts are facts. Kirk Cousins wasn't that good. He was all right, but he got a lot better with KOC. Sam Darnold got a lot better with KOC. Like, let's keep it real. Next season, Flo is going to coach with the chip. Yes, and I think so too. I believe that. What extension they give him, bro? They gave him a multi-year. They didn't give the details, but they gave him a multi-deal. They're not going to give the details yet. It ain't really nobody's business. I'm just happy that the man got a multi-year extension. They didn't give the details yet, but I probably would tag the details once they put it out. Honestly, they don't really, like, I really feel like stuff like this, they don't really need to put this stuff out. Let the man have his privacy, but I get, you know what I mean? As long as they give us it's a multi-year deal. You know what I mean? That's fine with me. But, you know, I don't think it's no crazy like $100 million. I don't think it's something like that. I could see like a $40, $50 million. I could see something like that. We'll see. You never know. Is it true Sam Darnold going to Vegas? I wouldn't be surprised because the Raiders, it's so weird saying Las Vegas Raiders. I want to say Oakland Raiders so bad, but it's like, I'm like, what the heck? It's kind of like when I say, the Skins, you know, I got to get used to saying Commanders. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, man. So, yeah, but I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because in this draft in 2025, there's not too many quarterbacks. You got Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, and I don't really know too many other quarterbacks that that's available that you would take a chance on. Dallas Turner, yeah, I love Dallas Turner. Do we still got Pat? I'm not sure what his contract's looking like. I got to look at his contract, but I'm pretty sure we do. It's unfortunate with Patrick Jones because I feel like he would have had a big impact against the Rams in the wild card game. And I don't know what his injury was, but that sucks, man. But next man up, you're gonna go through injuries. Your team, and that's what my point was when it came to like winning the Super Bowl. You're gonna go through things. Every team goes through injuries. I mean, like I hate to bring them up again, but I'm gonna bring them up because it's like the example that's in my head. The Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2017. They lost a starting quarterback, Carson Wentz. Their backup quarterback, not saying that I want it to happen. I don't want JJ to get hurt, but their backup quarterback literally won them a Super Bowl. You got to be good and you got to be lucky at the same time. I say they lucked up on a dang on Super Bowl, but look, I don't care, man. If I sound like a hater to all you Eagle fans, I don't care. I don't care. Y'all locked up on a Super Bowl. Y'all should have never got that dang on Super Bowl. Nick Foles wasn't good ever since he won that Super Bowl. He only had one good run, and that was it. I don't care. I don't care, man. I don't care.
That
it is what
talk.
it is. That Rams defense line, middle, y'all. Yeah. And we're going to address that this offseason. Our owners are rich. Who cares how much they pay? Right. If they don't affect, yes, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. It's like some things, like even with the players, well, of course, the players you kind of have to know, like we really don't have to know, but they put it out there for the fans so we can kind of like calculate, how much more money we can spend to go get other players. But when it comes to the coaching, it's not affecting the salary cap. So I agree. Brian Flores got a ring with the Pats. Oh, he got a Super Bowl ring with the Pats? I didn't even know that. Bro, I need your opinion on rookie quarterbacks like Penix, Bo Nix. Oh my gosh, all these rookies starting next year going to be. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, Bo Nix looks good. Michael Penix, I didn't see enough because they didn't allow him to play until like literally last 3 games of the season. But I'm going to tell you, we know Jaden Daniels is a star. I really, Jaden Daniels is a star. So, Caleb, even with Caleb Williams, I know people are down on Caleb, but I think, what's his name? Johnson, whatever hit their coach, the new coach that they got, I think they're going to look good, man. He's going to make that offense look real good. They're going to establish the run, and they're going to, his offense is going to flow a lot better. The Bears' offense last season was just awful. I didn't know what they were trying to establish, and I don't think it was all because of Caleb. I think it was offensive line a little bit, Caleb Williams, being a rookie, and on top of that, it's just like the play calling. I think I'm not trying to give him excuses, but I seen some flashes and talent of Caleb Williams last season. But now they got a good coach, a good offensive-minded head coach. I think that team, our NFC North is going to get a lot tougher, but what counts for me is getting into the playoffs and being good in the playoffs. We got to get there by getting wins, but the playoffs is where we really want to get our wins. But I like all the quarterbacks that you named, though. Flores has 3 rings, and KLC has 1. You know what, Sarah? I did not know that. I honestly did not know that. So he was a coach for the. I did not know that. You know what I think about Flores? I keep thinking about Miami. Like I know he did. I know he was Patriots coach, but I didn't know he won Super Bowls with them. But I always think about Miami. When I think of Flores, I think about Miami. I think about how good their defense was. I think about, I just think about that. I know the Detroit Lions with injuries won 15 games. Yeah, they did it. And you can't always have a perfect, team to get a Super Bowl. That's why I'm just like, next man up. It sucks certain positions. I don't want our quarterback to get hurt. I don't want our tackle to get hurt. I don't want our center or guard, any position. Last season, Justin Jefferson missed a lot of games. You know what I mean? But we had to keep afloat, but we couldn't because we kept on getting hurt. Everybody kept getting hurt. Chicago Bears, they did upset the Packers. That shows they got talent. Yeah, I think the Bears are going to be a much improved team next season. And this is me just being, you know what I mean? Even as a Viking fan, like, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I do think they all suck. And look, they suck to me. The NFC North, if you ain't a Viking, I feel like all the teams in the NFL suck. It's like, no, they're all bad. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, y'all know I'm joking. But the NFC North division is a tough division. I don't think there's any bad teams. Like, there's no team that's only going to win 2 wins in our division. So it's going to be a tough division for many years. So, but yeah, that's the breaking news. Shout out to everybody in the building. KOC signed an extension with the mighty Minnesota Vikings, multi-year deal. The details are not out there. And I want to say thank you, everybody that's vibing with me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. We're going live for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I should be going live tomorrow, but we shall see, because I'm going live right now. We shall see about tomorrow, but I will be live on Friday. And this offseason is going to be lit. I'm excited about what we're going to do this offseason, man. I think Crazy's going to cook. I think we're going to do excellent in the draft. And even though we don't got that many picks, I feel like the picks that we get, I'm going to be excited about, man. Like, you don't have, I look at it like this. Quantity is not quality. So as long as we pick right, it's good. We good. You know what I mean? That's how I look at things. But shout out to each and every one of y'all. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Skull to the freaking bowl. Let's go, Vikings. I'm out. Have a good night. Be safe. And God bless.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go. I really do this. I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.